Hello and welcome to this week's episode of H Metro Show. Today I've got a special guest, a very influential personality. I'm joined in the studio by Dr. Beaullah Machiri, a prophetess, humanitarian, and women empowerment advocate. Through initiatives such as 5 Million Smiles, WTA, and Sungano, she has impacted countless lives across communities. Her dedication to uplifting women and vulnerable groups earned the Visionary African Women Award of Recognition in 2026. Welcome to the H Metro Show.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
And congratulations again.
Thank you.
Okay, let me just put it back. Is this real gold?
What it represents is real God.
Thank you. So what does receiving this award mean to you, and what message does it send to women across Africa?
The award reaffirms that the church and society are not separate stages. They are the same ground. When a woman is free in her spirit, she becomes free in her community. This is what it represents. And it also is a result of a journey of prayer, resilience, and faith in God.
So during your keynote address, you referenced powerful women from history and challenged today's women to embrace leadership. In your view, what are the biggest barriers preventing African women from stepping into their full potential?
We can easily say systematic inequality is one of the biggest barriers for African women, including limited access to certain roles and decision-making spaces, cultural practices which creates a pattern of underrepresentation. But I want to say today that it is a lie. A lie that has been whispered to so many people so many times that it ends up sounding like the truth. The lie that says to a woman, you are too much. You are out of your place. Who do you think you are? You can't lead an organization. You can't lead a church. You can't be in that position. That is the lie that is limiting women. When you believe that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you, you can become who God has created you to be. When you stop believing a lie that says women are only created for certain roles, you then begin to walk in the order of God's purpose for your life. So I believe the limiting fact is a lie that has been said to many people, many generations.
So the faith, where does the faith part comes now?
Faith and mentorship and economic empowerment cannot be separated if one is to be free. Faith removes fear. Faith makes one believe that they are created for greatness. Faith shapes an individual to become who they are supposed to be. Without faith, we shrink back in fear. We accept societal definitions of women. We accept what they have said we are. We don't accept what God has said we are.
So let's look at the impact stretches from the pulpit through to the initiatives. I'm sure we've got a project called 5 Million Smiles.
Right.
Maybe you can explain to us what does it mean? And when you encounter women struggling with poverty, self-doubt, broken families, limited opportunities, what practical transformation model do you employ to help them move from survival mode to becoming confident leaders?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, we do not start with a program. We do not encounter these people and we say, right, this is what we are going to do. We start by being present in their lives, making them feel listened to and seen, because the deepest wound most of these women carry is invisibility. So we start by showing them we are seeing you, we recognize you, we know you are there. We make their voice be heard. And these women have been overlooked for a long time that they begin to overlook themselves. So we begin to believe in them. And when we do that, we then position them to be able to learn new things and to be able to move in the ways that empower them. Romans 10 verse 17, faith comes by hearing, and by hearing the word of God. So that is how we begin to teach them. We begin to to make them realize that they too can live a life free of fear, can live a life of faith. So number one would be to listen to them, to see them, to involve them. And number two would be to make sure that their identity is not confused. Their identity is who they are according to how God has created them. That poverty does not identify someone. Failure does not identify someone. Background does not identify someone. But what identifies someone is who they are according to the mandate that God has given them at creation. So number two is transforming their mind. Romans 12 verse 2, transforming someone's mind is necessary because what they feed on is what they become. Through 5 Million Smiles and WITA, we meet women in rural communities, urban churches, and ask what is in your hands. Because we cannot begin to train someone from what they don't know. So we train them from what they know. What is in your hands? Though we give aid in form of food, clothing, etc., we also give tools such as scholarships, mentorship programs to start businesses and income-generating programs. And then we have, through Sungano, look at communities, Sungano meaning togetherness. We build circles of accountability, where when one woman rises, she pulls up the other. This is the Ubuntu action. This is the model our grandmothers knew before any development organization gave it a name. I am because we are.
Interesting. I think a lot of women are hearing the positive moves that you're making. So we live in an era where many women are seeking purpose. I think the influence of social media is taking toll, the financial independence, yet some find themselves overwhelmed by societal expectations. As someone who has successfully navigated ministry, humanitarian work, and leadership, what lessons have you learned about balancing ambitions?
I cannot say that, interestingly, I have not learned, and I don't know how to balance ambition and serving God. What I've found is that there is a way to integrate them, the two, to realize that they are not opposites. My ambition, my zeal is my service. So there is a remnant that is depending on what God has placed in me. When I now shrink back and stop being ambitious, I'm not being humble. I'm being disobedient to God. So a lot of women, they shy away from being ambitious, from moving in their roles because they want to please or they want to succumb to societal pressure or definitions of societies or expected roles instead of being who God has created them to be. I've heard many names being held at women in leadership, but I'm rooted in my purpose. Criticism loses its power to redirect me. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
Thank you so much. You often speak about collective progress, like one of your statements, if I may to reiterate, I am because we are. If you had the opportunity to address every young girl and woman across Africa for just a few minutes, I think I'll just give you a minute to express that point. What would be the message to the young girls?
If I could talk to every girl in Africa, I would say that you were born to succeed. You were not born to lose. Your background does not matter. Where you come from does not matter. Your geographical location is irrelevant. If you believe in God, if you have faith and not fear, you can become who God has created you to be. You can do all things because you just need to believe. Many people shy away from doing the things that elevates them because they are afraid. So I want to say to you today, do it afraid.
Oh, do it afraid. So who's your role model? And looking at your career, a mother, a philanthropist, a prophetess, and also a doctor, what challenges are you facing and how do you balance the 5 items that I mentioned?
Well, firstly, I want to say that I believe in God and His power to put someone over. I learn from the women in the Bible. I don't know anything except through God. Without the Spirit of God, I am nothing, and I cannot do anything. I cited during my keynote address in Zambia one of my favorite poets, Maya Angelou, who said that do the best that you can until you know better. And when you know better, do better. So yes, that's all I try to do.
Then to describe yourself in one word, how do you describe yourself in one word?
In one word? Well, I guess one word will not take it. One word will not take it. I don't know. You give
Just
me
try,
one word.
just try.
You give
One
me
word.
You give me one word. You give me one word. I will tell you a story. When my daughter was in grade 3, they were given homework at school to say, who is your mom's favorite person? And you know what she wrote? Jesus.
Wow.
That's my one word.
Wow. Okay, back to the awards. Like, we've got many awards celebrate achievement, but true visionaries are measured by the lives they transform. 20 years from now, when future generations look back at the work of Prophetess Dr Beaullah Machiri, what legacy do you hope they'll see, and what impact?
20 years from now, I do not want women across Africa to be remembering Prophetess Beaullah Machiri, but I would want them to be seeing representation in leadership, in government, in industries, in communities, in churches. That would be a true legacy. To begin to see women in roles that were just where they were underrepresented.
Then apart from being a prophetess and also a doctor, we've also seen on your social media that you're also into fashion. Take us through the fashion journey.
Fashion journey.
Yes.
I know you like fashion, Bostavadzo.
Yes.
I know you like fashion, but for me, I just want to thank all those people that believe in me, that extend their hands generously to dress me. I just, there's a lot of them, and I just want to thank them. I owe it to them. I don't know any fashion, but they know it. Remember Ubuntu,
Yes.
I am because we are.
Yes, and given a chance to rewind the program in Zambia, where you presented your keynote, name 3 people that you would want to be in that room, like Wangawasipo.
Wangawasipo.
Yes.
I think 3 people is limiting. I would say that every leader should have been there. Every leader in government, in banking sectors, in every leader, every person who has a key position should have been there, because it was not only uplifting, but it was also rewarding, realizing that across Africa, our problems are not different. We are fighting the same problems, the same challenges, and together we can go far.
So Zimbabwe has produced remarkable women who are making waves globally in business, politics, ministry, philanthropy, and of course fashion, like we said. As someone who recognized among Africa's visionary women, how important is it successful women to intentionally open doors for others?
It's very important. I mentioned earlier on that our grandmothers understood this, that to raise future generation, they needed to pass what they know. They needed to train the younger generation. So it's very important when we have conferences like this, when we have empowerment meetings, and when we gather as women to be able to impart what we already know. I believe that every person should have someone they look up to, and then someone they are also raising.
So from here now, what's your next project?
Our next project. I don't like to call them projects, but since you say project, every August we have a women's conference, women that are leaders. WTLA, Women That Are Leaders. And we do invite people from different industries, from different facets to just come and gather together, share ideas. And we also recognize some people that have done well or that have inspired others to be able to rise. In last year, 2025, we honored some great women, some women. We couldn't honor everyone. I'm sure there are so many women out there that have done great things that we didn't honor, but we honored a few as a stepping stone to be recognizing that let's celebrate each other while we are alive. Let's have impartations happening while we are alive, instead of just naming a road when someone has died. Let's do so when they are still alive.
So I think the tables have changed now.
Right.
We've turned over a new leaf. It's more of like women.
Right.
In all this, where are the men in the picture?
The men are the biggest players. I'll mention my husband to start with. Like I said in my introduction, I'm a wife as well. I'm a mother. Because when you tend to speak on behalf of women, people will think, yeah, you're a feminist. They tend to say so many names. I'm able to sit here and talk like this because I have a wonderful man behind me. He's a he for she. He's a man who supports women, who wants women to have equal presence on the stages, because he believes that God created men and women. He knew what he was doing. So in organizations, there has to be a balance.
Well, thank you, Dr. Machiri. So, viewers, today, H Metro Show was more of the business, women, philanthropy, and of course, celebrating Dr. Machiri's Visionary Award. We hope to see Dr. Machiri's more and explaining, doing the impacting work that she has been doing, and also we are waiting to see the experts from Zambia. I heard there's a program that is coming soon, and definitely we'll also be there to.
Sure.
Definitely. Then, viewers, next week we're going to be bringing the trend stories. We're going to give you the gig guide of what's happening during the week. Then after that,
you can have me back.
Yeah, you can have me back. Okay, thank you so much, viewers. I'm Prophetess Dr. Beaullah Machiri. See you next time.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.